Hello everybody and welcome back to Stray. We found Doc last time. Hallelujah! Managed to reunite with another member of the Outsiders who is missed dearly by Momo and his son Shamus. The only problem is we are stuck here surrounded by Zerks and we don't really have any way to get out of the sewers. However, we are going to be able to help Doc with that. So we just got into his house last time. I didn't really move around here much, but there are some collectibles for us to grab. There is a memory here. I've seen humans wear costumes like this. They were small and running around, making lots of noise. Oh yes, I remember now. They were children. The streets felt much more alive with them. Even with the difficulty they brought, the adults seemed to love them very much. Doc says he misses Shamus. Is that the same thing? Yeah, I suppose it is. We've recovered half of the memories found throughout the game. And then the only other thing, if you want to get the scratching out of the way, you don't want to have to worry about it later, you can use this wall in order to scratch. There will be opportunities to scratch later on, but sometimes it's good just to do that now so you remember to do it. Once you've explored and done those couple of things, we can examine Doc's invention here. Be careful with that defluxer. At full charge, it can explode Zerks like confetti. This baby needs 1.21 gigawatts to work, and the only thing around here with that kind of juice is the generator outside the house. Obvious Back to the Future reference. The problem is that it won't start. I think a fuse blew, and with all the Zerks around, it's too dangerous for me to go out and fix it. I'm not fast enough, but you just might be. If you can reach the generator and replace the fuse, I should be able to get the defluxer recharged. Come on, follow me. I'll show you what to do. Alrighty, Doc. Just send the tiny cat out on a suicide mission. That's fine. Although, I suppose it's necessary. Take this fuse. It's brand new. Turning on the generator will be loud, so expect some Zerks. Once you fix the generator, I should be able to charge and kickstart the defluxer. You just need to follow this cable, change the fuse, then meet me back here. Best of luck! Gee, thanks. Alright. So out the window we go. And we're going to exit out this way. This will get us back a little bit more quickly than going all the way around. So do keep that in mind for this next section. There are two ways to get back to Doc's house. There is a left and a right path. You can see that Doc is going to be up on his balcony there, watching us. So when you're ready, we just come over to the generator here. We skipped it earlier, obviously, because we couldn't do anything with it. Go ahead and pop that fuse in. Alright. It looks like it worked. And just like he said, it pops the Zerks like confetti. So Doc will have the light, and he'll kind of help you take care of the Zerks. I try to kind of just stay in the light, follow him around, and then eventually he will clear the path forward for you. And then from here, it's totally up to you what you want to do, if you want to take the left path or the right. You just want to be careful because he won't always destroy all of the Zerks. But it's a fairly easy section. Even if you don't wait for Doc, you can kind of run past a lot of those Zerks. We did it! Yes! Victory dance! Amazing! You got the generator back on. Have you seen how powerful the defluxer is? It's definitely our way out of here. Wait a minute, I might be able to mount this defluxer to your drone. Alright. Thank you. It worked! The defluxer is now installed on your fancy drone there. It's not meant to run off such a small power source. If you use it too much, it could malfunction. Just remember, it's dangerous. Let's get back to the village. I'm coming home, son. Alright. I'm sure Doc is incredibly stoked to get the hell out of here. He's been trapped here for years. Lots of Zerks out here, but they can't hurt us. Take out all the Zerks so we can get through. So I'll just teach you how to use the defluxer. And as you can see, there is a bar. So you've got to make sure it doesn't overheat. Let it cool for a bit if it overheats. I hope it will last until we reach the village. I hope so too, Doc. Luckily, it's kind of just a short hop and a skip. We don't have to do too much with the light at this particular moment. The switch doesn't work. It looks like the electricity has been cut. It's alright, fear not. I'll do all the work. As usual. Go ahead and move this barrel right against the fence. You want it as far as it will possibly go so that we can squeeze into this barrel and move this one. And we're gonna keep rolling, 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 rolling until we get over to this open grate. This almost looks like it used to be some sort of station. But this is a sewer, so maybe it was like switches to do something in the sewers. Now we're gonna get some Zerks here. It might be worth saving your defluxer, because we need to save Doc over here from the Zerks. And I will admit that this is definitely not my finest hour of trying to work with the Zerks here. For some reason, I have such a hard time, you know, trying to outrun them, use the defluxer, focus on Doc. There's a lot of multitasking in this section. It's not terribly difficult, but as you can see there, it was a little bit of a mess while I tried to do everything all at once. You just gotta watch the gauge very, very carefully. But that's pretty much all we're gonna be doing in this chapter. It's home free from here, basically. We just gotta let Doc do his thing and open up these doors for us. And he can finally return home, yay! That is just so sweet. Makes you feel good. Thanks for saving Doc, little friend. It's great to see that Shamus is no longer alone. Now we know that we can fight back against the Zerks. Momo has been waiting for you by the sewers. Alright. Doc and Shamus look happy. I think we did a good thing together. I think we did too. I am so glad that they're reunited. Hi, Teddy. What's up? So Doc's saying hello to all of his friends here. Do you know my son Shamus? It's thanks to him that I came back from that damn place. Also me, thank you. I did a lot of work. I'm so happy he's back. Did you meet that weird orange creature walking around? You must see him walking around. Yes, I am here. Hello. This is a good time to scratch on this rug and get yourself another scratching option if you didn't do it earlier on the wall in Doc's house. This is the very last time for the rest of the game that we will be in the slums. So if you have forgotten anything, if there's anything left to do in the city, this is the time to do it. Make sure that you've nuzzled against all 4 of the robots that you're able to nuzzle against. Before moving on, make sure you have all of the musical notes. You've traded in everything over at the merchant. You have the few optional achievements, although I wouldn't worry too much about those. You can kind of grab those anytime during a chapter replay. The last thing that I have to do before leaving the city is give the musician my final thing of sheet music. Here you go, buddy. That's the last music sheet. You've done very well, little one. Have this badge as a token of my gratitude. So you'll get a badge for your harness. And you'll also get an achievement. Hooray! Alright. Well, thank you for that. That is the very last thing that I had to do in the city. You can see that my inventory is now empty, which is sort of nice. Nice, clean inventory as we move on and we leave the city. So say goodbye to the slums, everybody. Once you're ready to leave, we can head on through this door. Momo's waiting for you on his boat. You can join him, but have you done everything you wanted in here? Because I'll close the door behind you. Don't want any Zerks coming through. Yeah, can't say I blame you, buddy. Well, that's okay. I've done absolutely everything that I've wanted to do. Once you are ready, just make sure that you're ready because, true to his word, he'll definitely close the gate on you. Alright, so there's Momo. Oh, hello, Momo. On his quote-unquote boat. Not really much of a boat, but, you know, it'll do the trick. Momo is going to paddle us through the sewers. I can't believe you found Doc and got the defluxer. With this, now we can go find Zbaltazar. Let's go! Yeah, alright, so on to the next outsider. And on to the next chapter. So this moves us right into the sewers chapter. This is chapter 8. We're moving right along very, very quickly because keep in mind that there are only 12 chapters in total for this game. There is not much to do here. We just have to wait for Momo to paddle us through. But I like that the game has taken on a very sort of optimistic feel. I mean, yes, a lot of places have been absolutely destroyed by Zerks. There is still fear, but Momo knows that the rest of his friends are alive. We've found Doc and reunited him with his son. He spoke to Zbaltazar, so he knows that he is alive. And we have some tools to fight against the Zerks. B12 is also remembering things, and he also keeps us going because he wants to make sure that he fulfills his goal of actually opening up the outside. There is an achievement in this chapter for never using your defluxer to kill any of the Zerks. Completely up to you whether you want to do this now or on a separate run. I'm gonna try and do it just to show how I get through it without using the light. It's definitely not the most difficult thing in the world, but there are a few sections which are very irritating without it. So we need to get over to that gate switch over there in order to let Momo through. So I usually like to kind of get the Zerks out of their eggs first, hit the switch, and then run around. That actually did not work as well as it usually does. I don't usually have them swarm me like that. But you just need to run around a little bit until Momo brings the boat forward. And we're moving on. Again, if you had your light, if you wanted to use the defluxer at that point, that would have been a lot easier. You just nuke them, basically. I've never been this far out of the slums, but with you here, I'm not even scared. Aww. You're doing great, Momo. You went from being completely despondent and having absolutely no hope whatsoever to doing all of these amazing things to help us get out of the slums and moving forward. Uh-oh. That's not good. All this old machinery is broken now. I think we can only open it manually. Oh, great. That is an extremely heavy gate to open manually, but I'm gonna let you do that. So Momo will open things up for us. You want to get in the water and cross the barrels to get under the opening. I can't go with you, but I won't stop looking for a way. When you find Zbaltazar and Clementine, tell them that I was brave. I will, Momo. You are brave. Bye-bye, friend. We are now alone once again in the junk heap underneath the sewers. And you can tell that this is going to be a lot of Zerk territory that we're getting into. So we will continue on in the sewers next time. And hopefully we will be able to make it to somewhere a little bit more pleasant and a little bit more safe. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.